Well, now we're going to get more into our sends and returns. I'm going to press Command 5, and we got our memory location window up again. Now, I'm going to press Drum Mix. And this is going to give me my Drum Mix view. Press play. I already have this mix going on. It's pretty cool so far. What I want to do next, though, is I want to check over here and make sure I got my view correct. Yep, these are all the sounds I want to have here. Let's over this slightly, just a little bit there. That's good, so I can see what's going on. Now we can see here from my tracks that we have these tracks available in the view, which you see right here. And I've got a drum effect, and I've got a reverb going on here. Now sometimes you may want to mute a sound. You go back in here, and you can mute this particular send. An easy way to do that is I can just press Command and click on it, and that'll mute my sends. See, the mute comes up right there. So you hold down the Command button or Control on your PC, and you press your send. I can also copy this. Hold down Option, and I can drag it right over here, and I've copied it to the kick drum. Now, but I want to adjust my kick drum. I don't want too much verb on the kick drum. See? Don't want that. So, it's got that lined up pretty good. It's not too bad right there. Now, what I like to do sometimes also is to solo and get an idea how the instruments sound without the music. It's important to get the drum mix proper. Make it really either bounce or make it have this steady rock and motion to it. And what I do is I'll just go in here and I'll press Command and I'll click. See that? And now this solo button right here has been grayed out. That's a solo save. Now I can go to here and solo the save solo here, this part of my mix, and then go to here. Now this is all done on my returns, right? You can see right there. And I'll press play. And now we're hearing the reverb. No music. Got a compression right here. So I get a good balance. See what works, what doesn't work. There's too much reverb on the drum, so go back here. I think it's too much on the kick drum. Bring that down a little bit. So you can get a great idea without having to play the music along with it and still have your effects in motion. Now, stop there. I'll go back to my overall view. And I generally do this all the time when I'm mixing. That way, when I turn some elements off, I want to make sure I still hear the effects for that particular element. So right here, as you can see, as I go to the right-hand side of my mixing board, you'll see here we have the drum verb. See this here? They're already sold out. See that? They already have safe solo on each one of them. And that way it makes it much, much more easier for me to hear back the effects. So when I'm over here on this side of the mixing board, I may just want to hear the drums. I'll press play here. I hear my drums. And if I turn these off, or make sure they're actually, I'll go back here. I'll press a little button here for the group. And it's on. Now I can turn them on and turn them off. And hear it with the music if I want to hear it with the music as well. Or solo save it, see that? So this way during the mix, I can get an idea of how these instruments sound with or without it. I can jump back and forth and get an idea of how this mix of the drum sounds with the music or without the other music. Now we can also do here is that sometimes I like to actually set the levels and see them better. So for example, I'll go back to my drum mix, and rather than keep hitting this send and getting this breakaway fader, I can hit Command and click on that send, and I can see it right here. I can see right here, I can see my elements right here. I can see the pan, the mute, and the pre-post. And set my levels here as well. see, we have it going on right here. This is kind of cool. That way, I can see the faders in the mix rather than making a breakout fader. If you want to go back, I'll just press Command and click on it. Go to Assignments, and we can see the assignments of the sends for this track from A through E.